Inside the Bloomsburg Public Library, it feels like an average day. People are looking for books and also surfing the web. However, Friday is an exciting and historical day for the library as it is celebrating 100 years of service to the community. There are displays of artifacts that are a part of the library's history throughout the years for the public to look at when they visit. Library Director Ammon Young says one of the things he's enjoyed learning about this library is it was always a community project.
The Women's Civic Club that rallied around the library and helped create it in 1889 and then kind of expanded it in 1903. And then every time the library had to move to a larger space because there were more books and more people, they rallied and found funding and people donated space.
Young says the library opened in 1926 and was founded by Sarah Van Tassel. He says she was the niece of a prominent businessman and she was able to talk to the women's groups at the time and rally their energy around the library. Young says she was actually the first librarian for a while until they could hire one. He says then, Marianne Mauser, who was the librarian there for 44 years, really did the work of making the library function. Young says the idea of a free public library wasn't always a thing.
When they first started in 1889, it was a bunch of businessmen, and they said, in their mindset, they said, let's sell stock and have a membership. But then it became kind of a private club, kind of like a smoking club or something like that. And we actually don't have any records that books checked out during that time, so it might have just been a reading room.
The Bloomsburg Public Library has seen a lot of changes over this century. Young says that the library continues to adapt as new technologies and mediums arise.
Every time we've gone through, we've changed and updated with the technology. But it's fascinating to me how the same human dynamics, the community dynamics, are so similar today to how they were 100 years ago.
The library still sits in the original building where they opened in 1926. However, in the 1990s, a new addition had to be added, which helped double its size. Young says they are always looking to the future, but it's also important to be grounded in its history. He says the appreciation that people have for this cornerstone of the community is really what helps keep the library going. Aside from just books, the library also hosts many programs for the community.
All throughout the week we have recreational programs, and every one of those programs becomes a group of friends. We also have like a grief support program. We have a social worker here, and she helps folks with dementia and memory loss as well as part of a new initiative that we've just started.
This weekend, the library is hosting an open house to kick off its milestone birthday, and throughout the year, they will be holding some other programs. If you want to find out more about those, you can head to our website, WNEP.com. Justin Gick, Newswatch 16, Columbia County.